Amala! Amala!
Oh my God. Hi. Hi, Vogue. Welcome to our humble abode.
Look.
Oh my. What's up, Vogue? I'm Doja Cat, and I'm here to do the last fitting for my outfit for the Met Gala with Marc Jacobs. I'm here with Brett, and we've been having a great time putting this together. I think this was rather quick. I think when they sent over sketches, we were no brainer.
So the theme for this year's Met Gala is Superfine. It's a really exciting year. This is now Doja's third Met Gala, and we've done pretty big looks for her in the past, and we really wanted to do something a bit more streamlined and a little bit more comfortable for her to enjoy. When this all came into fruition and we were talking about the looks, I spoke to Marc and his team about kind of the new era that Doja's going into for this new album cycle. It's very reminiscent of this year's theme, but it has a little bit of a twist on it, and there's this 1980s elegance to it, but in that there's a lot of structure and shape and power. So I know Marc was super excited about creating a look for us for this year.
I'm working with a new hairstylist, Vernon. I wanted somebody to do my hair in a way where it wasn't flattening it, it wasn't straightening it, it wasn't trying to undo the natural way of my hair. And so I think for this, it's going to be really, really gorgeous. Whatever he does, I think he really is a vision for people who have hair like mine. And then I'm also working with Pat McGrath. I just love working with Pat. I think she's fantastic, and her whole team is just so chill and so fun to be around.
I know people are going to reference Grace Jones, and they're going to see the outlandish oscillate print and the things that just feel very showmanship of fashion. And Met is kind of this funny game where it's are you going so over the top and you're giving this theatrical performance, or are you going so on theme? And I think for us this year, we're meshing the two to go through the different eras of what Doja Cat is. We've seen a lot. We started off in her very big pop realm of the 1970s, which was Say So, but she can really dip into a lot of different eras of music and a lot of different themes, and it just really fits perfectly. And musically, it's just something different, and I think the fashion side of everything is so different than what we've done in the past, so it really gives us a lot of playing room, and it's a big field to have a lot of fun. Here she is.
Hello, voila. It's my arm going up like that is kind of, no, it's good. It's my favorite thing. I love the silhouette of it. I think the most, what it's doing for my body. And then we're going to try a couple different shoes. There's a few options that are still coming in too, but there's a boot that is really, really cool. So I'm going to try
LJ, bring the boot
as well.
Marc also reimagined the Kiki because it's such an iconic shoe for Marc Jacobs, but he did almost the stiletto pump on it, which is just really special. But then going down the route for the boot as well. She loves. How does this speak to the dandyism of it all to you?
Well, because of the zoot suit, I think those stripes are pretty vital to that image. And so adding in a pinstripe with a little zazz to it, instead of doing it printed onto the clothing or however they do it, it's a little sparkle. I think it kind of speaks to me personally. And I think personalizing the suits is what makes the whole dandyism of it come together.
Yep, that's Met Gala. Well, it's so special too because this look speaks such volumes of being such a major moment, but it's doing the most without doing the most.
Yeah.
I can already see you posing. She's giving a lean.
Yeah, I'm stuck in this position for most of it every time I'm wearing this. But I love what it does at every angle, for sure. I've also wanted pointy boobs my whole life, so.
Not for myself, for you.
Dream of pointy boobs.
Can I take the earrings out of your ear? Did I just ask if I could? Can
yes. Today you can.
It's a delicate subject.
Brett's a little bit of a Chihuahua human hybrid, so I don't allow him to take my earrings out.
Or put them in. I'm just shaky. It's hereditary.
Today I just don't care.
And it's caffeine.
So for hair, I spoke to Vernon. We wanted to play with a shape that felt quite boxy in the hair and give me sort of a crown. It's definitely inspired, again, by Grace. Her hair was her crown. Her hair is her crown. I think we're going to try to build on top of what I have and let it still feel quite natural. It feels like I'm evolving in a sense of my artistry is like evolving to a higher meaning when I'm being more myself and respecting myself and my body and my natural state. The way that the cat face look with Oscar de la Renta spoke to me, it felt like spiritually intertwined with who I was because I love to transform. And that was my transformative moment. And then what I did last year with Vêtements, the tears were sort of explaining my emotions in the sense of like my music and how that album was a really big sort of like purge of emotions for me. And then this just feels like I came out of that sort of melancholia and went into this sort of like strong character that is ready to be like happy and have fun. When I was on the phone with Pat, she saw the sketches, she saw everything. So we were thinking of playing with color. I know Pat really wanted to do something that felt a bit exaggerated in the form of like the liner and the lashes. So I think we'd be doing something that felt very cat-like and very, very clean.
This would also be the first Met that you have done that it feels just like beauty. Because year one, you were in full special effects makeup to look like a cat. And then last year, it was like the tears dripping down your face, which all had elements of beauty. But I don't know if you've ever gone as just
this is more
you.
Yeah, this will be a little bit more me in that sense. This feels kind of like, yeah. Kitty cat's ready to go, ready to dance.
You feel very powerful.
Fucking rock and roll, mate.